Mike sense, 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 Mike sense. 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 We're going to be trying the Tom Ford Black Orchid. Mike sent from Mike Sense on Instagram sent this, and I am excited because I've never ever really tried I've never tried a Tom Ford fragrance. This is my first time. Black Orchid is an amber floral fragrance. Today seems to be one of those amber floral days. It was launched in 2006. The nose behind this fragrance is Givaudan. Givaudan. The top notes are truffle, gardenia, black currant, ylang ylang, jasmine, bergamot, mandarin orange, amalfi, lemon. Middle notes are orchid. You know, orchid is a fantasy note. Adolescents explain that. Spices, gardenia, fruity notes, ylang ylang, jasmine, lotus. The base notes are Mexican chocolate, patchouli, vanilla, incense, amber, sandalwood, vetiver, white musk. I hope those notes were like the sheep you're supposed to count to go to sleep. Put you in a calm mood. So now we're ready to smell this floral amber from Tom Ford. Ooh, wow. It's a strong atomizer for a decant, isn't it? Ooh, interesting. Oh, no. That opening is a little bit too much for me. That opening is wild. That opening is going like this. It's wild. But once you come close, those molecules are just too close for you to appreciate. You know, there has to be some diffusion in the molecule. You know that, right? That happens with some fragrances. The molecules are too close, then you aren't able to appreciate what they smell like at a distance, you know? So imagine it like this. You're smelling it close. This is what you're smelling. Everything is like this. So your nose is gonna be like, okay, you're trying to pack all of that inside of my little dendrite? Like, what's going on here? You know? But once you move away, it diffuses, and now the olfactory sense is able to appreciate it better. It gets a 15 out of 10 for me though. It gets a 15 out of 10. There's too much explaining. I'd have to give too much explanation. Unless the person were to tell me that this is their favorite, then I could get it for them freely, no problem. But there's too much of an explanation to give. What does a 15 out of 10 equal? It equals a 6.5. This gets a 6.5 from me. Is it wonderfully made? I'm sure it is. I'm just not able to appreciate it fully, I believe. I'm under the impression that maybe like within 30 minutes, 40 minutes, I'll be able to like it. But that's a process. I don't mind wearing fragrances. Mind you, let me tell you, there are some fragrances that have low longevity that I've discovered that I'll spray it I'll put my cream or my lotion, I'll spray it, I'll wait 30 minutes and I spray it again, and that gives it the 8-hour longevity. There are some fragrances I've done that with that it actually gives it next day longevity on the clothes. Not on me, because I take a shower 2-3 times a day. But on the clothes, it'll stick to the clothes and last. If I had to pick between this one and the one that I just smelled from Niche for All wins automatically. Because this one, there's too much explanation. And the heart, for me, is not worth the wait. Does that make sense? All right. So Mike sends, Mike sent. Mike sends, Mike sent. Mike sent, Mike sent. Mike sent, Mike sent.